Hey y'all, it's your Bachi coming at you with blackperspective.net. I want to talk about this Fisk art controversy and about how the Fisk students went out yesterday in mass and protested. I actually graduated from the school right down the street, and I'm currently a grad student at the illustrious Tennessee State University. Proud tradition now and forever. But anyway, the situation at Fisk, they have an art collection that was given to them by Georgia O'Keeffe some 60 years ago. I'm going to play some audio for you about it, but before I play that audio from the local news, I just want to give you a little background. They've been needing to sell some of the art because they're in financial straits, and the state of Tennessee has stepped in and decided that they shouldn't be able to do any type of deal where the art will be moved out of Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, at any time, and that the state of Tennessee is just going to take it from the University of Fisk and give it to an art center that's on Broadway, not far from either school, called the Fisk Center. I think it's named after former Senate Majority Leader Bill Fisk's family because they own a chain of HCA hospitals and they're real rich. I think they donated the money for it. But anyway, yesterday, this is the news coverage of the protests that went on downtown, where a few hundred of Fisk students, who was only a couple of thousand of them anyway, so about 10% of them showed up for this protest. It'll be about a minute and a half long, and then I'll come back with some more commentary.
Those are Fisk University students who gathered just steps away from Nashville's biggest art museum this morning to protest what they call a plan to steal some valuable art. But the state attorney general now says name-calling and rhetoric is not going to solve a thing. The controversy involves a collection worth tens of millions of dollars. Fisk wants to sell some of the art off. Channel 4's Kara Kumari is downtown with more.
Fisk is a small university, but its students had a big presence downtown this morning. They're protesting the Attorney General's proposal for the State Arts Commission to take control of the Alfred Stieglitz collection and display it here at the Fisk Museum free of charge.
Fisk is an institution rich in history. The art is very important to us, and we all came out to show that we won't tolerate, our art being taken.
Fisk wants to sell part ownership of its $74 million Stieglitz collection to an Arkansas museum to keep its doors open. But when Georgia O'Keeffe donated the art to Fisk, she wanted it to stay here in Nashville. A judge asked the Attorney General to come up with a Nashville solution, and the Fisk display is it.
And that somehow it could be conceived that this art could be transferred to them through an act of the court. Without a dime going to Fisk. It seems to me like a very wrong-headed idea.
Name calling isn't dividing the community. Trying to steal from one community to give to another part of the community. Now that's the name calling isn't dividing the community. Trying to steal from one part of the community to give to the other part of the community, that might be dividing the community. Now, if you're going to steal from somebody and they call you a thief, they're not wrong for calling you a thief. You're wrong for being a thief. In this proposal that the state attorney general, Bob Cooper, that you saw at the end of the clip, in the picture there, was proposing was that the art be removed from Fisk University and given to the Fisk Center, and the state art agency was going to spend $250 million to renovate a meeting room to put the art in. Fisk has a deal that they've struck with the Arkansas Art Gallery for $30 million, where half of the year the art will be at that art gallery in Arkansas, the other half of the year will still be here in Nashville. And this is all because Fisk has run out of its endowment, it's way in debt. They're talking about closing the whole school down. Now the state of Tennessee was willing to spend $250 million to renovate a room at the Fisk Center, but they won't enter into an agreement to give Fisk the amount of money they want, why wouldn't they take just $30 million and go into an agreement with Fisk, which is all Fisk is asking for, rather than they spend $250 million to steal the whole collection from Fisk? Doesn't even make any sense. So it's clear that it's ulterior motives here. You're willing to spend 8 times more to renovate a room to take the art away from Fisk, but you're not ponying up any cash to help Fisk be able to keep the art and still stay financially viable. And this is the real issue here. Also on the issue that Georgia O'Keeffe wishes that the art would always, forever stay in Nashville. When you give something to someone, you enter into a contract of any sort, you can never have a contract that says that you can never sell something once you've transferred ownership to someone else. You might have conditions that say if you're not going to keep it, or you're not going to display it in a certain place, or you're not going to maintain it as non-for-profit, then you have to give it back to the estate that it came from. There might be financial penalties if you choose to sell it built into the original agreement. But you can't just say forever and ever and all eternity you can never give it away, you can never sell it, you can never move it once you've given something to someone. And that's just legally an unenforceable contract, and you just can't contract something like that. And so it's really upsetting what the state of Tennessee is trying to do to Fisk University, but I would have to say I'm very proud of the Fisk students who showed up and stood up for their school and protested yesterday. I wish I had a chance to make it down there, but I didn't know about it till basically the last minute, so it wasn't in the cards for me. I would have come down and stood with y'all, but I'm glad the judge struck that order down, and now she's looking into allowing the sale and the agreement with the museum in Arkansas for the half and half for $30 million. I'm Yobachi with blackperspective.net. Check the link below for to go to the blog where you can get links to other articles and information about this story. And I'll get back with up with y'all next time. All right, peace.